I'm Anil Kumar. Welcome to my series on solving equations. Now, in this particular video, we'll talk about absolute functions, and we have taken three equations which are very interesting, and in all, we have absolute function. The very first one is square root of x. Within that, again, we have square root of x, and this is kind of an infinite series, and that series is equal to absolute value of 7. So whenever we have square root, we expect a positive answer. So it is as good as writing 7, right? Question number B here is 3 over 2 minus 2, absolute value of x equals to 3 over 4. You need to find possible values of x. And C is 4th root of 1 over 16 minus cube root of 8 over 27 is absolute value of x. You need to solve for x in all the three equations. So you can pause the video, answer the question, and then look into my solution. Now, let's start with A. We are given this infinite series, right? So basically it is square root of x, right? And within that square root, we have again square root of x. And then we have again square root of x. And this goes forever. All this is equal to absolute value of 7 is same as 7, right? So we'll write this as 7. Now think like this. This series goes forever. That means this portion is also equal to 7, correct? Since this series goes forever, right? So that is the series, right? This is same as this series. Its value is 7. So what I could do now is I could rewrite this as square root of x times 7, right? Equals to 7. That's the beauty. So for this infinite series, we could do something like this. And now we can square both sides. So what we get here is 7x equals to 7 square. And then x is equals to 7 square divided by 7, which is 7. So we get our answer, which is x equals to 7. Correct? So in multiple choice questions, whenever you have this kind of a question, you can easily write down the answer. It is always equal to the value given to you. Perfect. So if I write any value y here, then the whole series will be y. X value will be y. Correct? So that is also a trick. Okay. Now, let's look into the second question involving absolute value of x. Now here we have 3 over 2 minus 2 times absolute value of x. Let's isolate this. So what we get here is 3 over 2. Bringing 3 by 4 here, minus 3 over 4 equals to 2 times absolute value of x. Taking common denominator of 4, we get 6 minus 3 equals to 2 times absolute value of x. This is 3 over 4, correct? Which is equals to 2 times absolute value of x. Dividing by 2, we get 3 over 8 equals to absolute value of x. Now the question for you is, what is x? Now at this last stage, sometimes students will do a mistake. Now x could be positive 3 over 2, 8 or negative 3 over 8. So the answer here is x equals to plus or minus. Both are the answers, right? 3 over 8. Does make sense to you? So you could actually substitute it back. So when you do minus 3 over 8, it will result into positive value and you'll get the same answer. It does make sense to you, right? So that is how you should be solving it. The third question here involves radicals. So we have 4th root of 1 over 16. Now 4th root of 1 over 16 is kind of like this, right? So we want 4th root of 16, correct? Basically. And in this case, we want cube root of 8 divided by cube root of 27. And we are saying this is equal to absolute value of x. Now 4th root of 16 is half, correct? So 2 to the power of 4 is 16. And here cube root of 8 is 2 and cube root of 27 is basically 3. So we get 2 over 3 equals to absolute value of x. Now taking the common denominator 6, we get 3 minus 4, right? We get 3 minus 4 equals to absolute value of x. Now this results into negative 1 over 6 equals to absolute value of x. Now, what is the value of x, which could result into a negative value? Well, there is none, right? So in this case, we have no solution. Is that clear to you? Absolute value of x is always positive. Since we have a negative value on the left side, x has no solution. Perfect. So that is how you're going to solve it. So I hope it helps. So these are three wide variety of questions on absolute functions. They give you concepts at different levels. And I hope that should help you to get better marks in your own test. And these questions are also important from objective type competitive exam questions. Hope that helps. Feel free to write your comments, share your views, and if you like and subscribe to my videos, that'd be great. Thanks for your time and all the best.